Okay, so do a quick one here. Missing assets in Unturned. Yeah. Sorry for the voice, man. I got a cold. So, this here is the folder where all your little mods live. There's the thing. There's the location. All these mods are right there. As you can tell, I have some pretty old ones in here. We are going to deal with that. Oftentimes, the biggest cause for conflicts is older mods or mods that are in this folder that are for some reason not updating. This happens. It's an arcane art to get all mod servers to function properly. So Steam tends to be a bit lazy when it comes to updating mods. You can force it to update, and the classic way to do that, you right click on here, go to properties, and that, go to install files, and just verify integrity game will force updates. But sometimes that's not enough. In that case, if you go into the Unturned itself, go to workshop, and then your subscribed items. This is a list of everything that's subscribed. Unfortunately, it's not a complete list, and I'll get to that in a second. This is a list of items that you subscribe to, but there are chances if you don't subscribe to an item, it's not on this list. But if you load a server that needs a certain mod, Steam will happily download that mod in the background and put it in that folder. And this is where problems occur, because Steam only automatically updates the subscribed items. Here's so to fix this first, you need to unsubscribe from all. Give it a few seconds. And if we go back to the library, you see it's validating. So what it's really doing is it's deleting these. It should go in and it should delete them. Right? And we'll give that a few minutes. I'll pause this video because mine is not the fastest system in the world. It's seven-year-old computer and 10-year-old hardware. So we'll be back when it gets done this step. Okay, we're back. As you can see, it's finished its validation. But as you can see, even though we have no subscribed items, we have a lot of them still here. It removed a couple of them, the ones subscribed to, but it didn't remove all of them. This is what causes those errors. Missing items, and that wrong versions. Well, wrong versions can usually more easily fixed, but this is items that have been mods that have been downloaded for maps that I don't subscribe to. Maps I play infrequently, maps I played once, maps that I was invited to and I played. That happens. So, stage 2, nuke it. Go into Steam, you just want to exit Steam. Should be very good, make sure it's closed in the bar. This is so that Steam closes down any cache files and doesn't do weird as the background. Trust me, I've had that. Then you want to go in here and you go, goodbye, delete. And of course, Windows has to count all the files. It's Windows 10, and I don't have no intention of moving on yet. I've been testing with Linux on 2 of my other machines. Yes, delete them. It's an early model SSD. It's not even. Shoot. We just forgot the games on this file. I have games on a spinning rust on this machine. Okay. Okay, so now it is empty. We're going to keep that for now. The next part, you'll want to restart. I'm going to go right in and start Unturned. Okay, Steam will pop up, and that. It's going to start running Unturned. Minimize that right now. we're going to go see, once it gets around to it, we'll see. What do you expect from an FX processor, man? We're talking 3 generations old. 3 generations out. Maybe 4. Yeah, this is an AM3 system. We're on to what, AM5 now? We're well a year and a half into AM5. Yeah. If it's a potato, but it was an overpowered potato when I bought it. AM4 was just coming out, and I figured, oh, I'll stick with AM3. Yay! Biggest mistake of my life. Should have got the AM4. I have it all lined up. I know what I'm getting to replace all this. And I am going with a used video card because, you know, 2080 Super is more than what I need for this for what I'm gaming with. But it will be an AM5 board because I want a decent processor on that thing. It will be a budget AM5 board and a decent gaming AM5 processor. But I'm putting money towards things like 4 terabytes of M.2 or whatever. Decent drive on it. One single drive. It's about time. The OS, on the other hand, bye-bye Windows. I put Ubuntu long-term support on instead. I'm done with Microsoft, and the guy I know who does that. Okay, so we go in here into Workshop and Manage. You'll see no Workshop items. Well, I don't really time like that. And as you see, no Workshop files here. So we did. This is the stage we want to be in for the next part. Too many windows, too many sides. The next step to do is up properly. You want to go to your folders and you see, yeah, I have a few. Ignore him here. I haven't played on that server in 5 years, but I have a character with still stuff on them on that server. I poke in every so often to see when it disappears. It's a dead server. These two, my brother played a lot on Thornside servers because he likes to be able to die and keep all his gear. I don't blame them for that. Highly modded, as you can see. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to escalation, and I'm going to go. Oh look, you have 3 things. I am going to click each one of these, and now I've subscribed to those 3 mods. I'm going to the Polaris, and I'm going to go click on these 2, and now I've subbed to those 2 as well. But rinse and repeat for the servers that I actually play. I don't play Russia yet, right now. So I don't really care about that. Rio de Janeiro. What do you know? It shares one of the mods. Good. There, I have a bunch subbed. Now, I'm going to exit. And if you set everything up right, if I can tab to the right spot, Steam. It is now installing your files in there. Okay. It actually started installing before I got out of Unturned. These are your fresh mods downloading and being ready to be played. I think it takes longer for me to load. Take 5 minutes to unload Unturned. It could take up to 10 minutes for me to get modded Minecraft loaded. God forbid. It's not like I don't have the memory for it. God forbid, I have tons of it. Just that I'm working off slow drives, and Minecraft actually loads from the spinning rust on this computer. Unturned is the only game I have on the SSD. It still takes time. We'll be back. This is there. Okay. You know how when we start something and we I wonder why it's doing that. If you notice in the last frame, I had a lot more mods in there. I thought, okay, maybe one of the mods is loading things. Turns out Steam has two different ways of storing what you have downloaded for mods. Who knew? Of course, I had to find out what they were, so I began enumerating them. These are from my one. I'll have to. I'd enumerate them anyways. Hello, we want. If we go right in here, thorn side, and the other thorn side. Guess which mods are also loading? Oh, fun, fun, fun. Needless to say that it took another 30 minutes to figure out what file was doing it, and she shall add that to the things. No, we need. Nah, we need Steam. If we're running into an issue, okay, you go into here and you go back to Workshop. That file contains what everything that should be downloaded for mods for that game. This file may not necessarily match what you actually subscribe to. Many reasons for that can occur. One, it could be, oh, you frequently visit a server and you have the mods automatically downloaded without subscribing to them, which I frequently did. Or it could be simply it failed to upload properly, and then you had two copies of the thing, one in the cloud, one local. And that's the file that is stored in the cloud. If you've resub to your mods and suddenly discover that there are more mods there than what you've subscribed to, shut down Steam, delete this, do the whole unsub thing again. Shut down Steam, delete this folder, and this folder will be recreated when you resub to any file. It just adds to the file. It doesn't overwrite. It adds. It's weird. And for that was 30 minutes of enumeration. Ugh. Needless to say, if you go into file, you see I now have. I keep trying to back click for things. I have the ones that I want to subscribe to, and no other ones in my subscriptions. These ones here, I go on the server maybe once a week for a keep alive on the one, and I haven't even put a base down on the second, so phooey. Someone's got to tell them that some of these mods don't work with those maps, but we'll go from there. Proof of concept to load up the game. I don't know. Let's go into Rio. You can see real time. I'm gonna just play real time to show you how long it takes me to load. Do note that most of the assets as well as the mods are subbed and will download. In fact, after you click on the buttons, you don't have to close Steam to force it to update. If you have to, you can, but if you set up this way, it should work. I'll do some further testings to see if to see what's causing those extra entries to pop up in there. Whether it's my fault or it's Steam's fault, it is Steam stuff that's doing it. So, yeah, should be in bed with a warm blanket and a brunette and a blonde. Oh, whoops, there goes the monetization. Because I don't care about that. And here I am. Well, as you can guess, this has been Thornhip. It would have been nice if I had an error message in the beginning, but I don't get them anymore. I mean, I'll get a message saying that, I'll get a message saying that that I'm missing an asset or a file is newer on the server. But if you ever get the message after this point, if you ever get a message that, oh well, a revealing shirt. If it was pink, it'd be fine. You know what? I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to leave that on. There we go. Thornhip. Yeah. It's all good. Need some silk stockings or some long gloves or something on me. Be perfect. Well, I hope that helps. Hopefully I feel better here shortly. I'll redo this video when I'm feeling better. As I said to the 2-year-old one.